The sound of an ambulance pierces the quiet neighborhood. Another elderly fall victim, the third this month on my street alone. According to Loughborough University research, 1/3 of people over 65 will fall each year, with 30% resulting in hospitalization. But there's a solution hiding in plain sight, a common vegetable that can make your legs 20% stronger. 6 months ago, I couldn't walk to my mailbox without stopping to rest. Today, I'm walking 2 miles daily, keeping pace with my teenage grandchildren. The difference? One simple addition to my diet that transformed my independence. Don't leave this video. The solution I'm about to share costs less than $2 a week, takes just minutes to prepare, and could save you from joining the 3 million elderly Americans hospitalized from falls each year. Hit subscribe right now. Your future self will thank you for this information most doctors won't share. Picture this. My daughter's holding a family reunion at the local park. Everyone's excited until she mentions the half-mile walk from parking to the picnic area. That was my moment of truth, when I realized I'd become the family burden. My daughter saw my face fall and quickly added, "Don't worry, Mom, we'll drive you closer." The shame of that moment still stings. After 40, our bodies silently betray us, losing 3 to 8% of muscle mass each decade. This condition, sarcopenia, affects 50 million adults worldwide. And it's expensive, costing the U.S. healthcare system $18.5 billion annually in fall-related injuries. The conventional wisdom? Accept decline as inevitable. The standard solutions? Walkers, alert buttons, and a shrinking world. I tried expensive supplements promising muscle strength. Nothing. Considered medications with dizzying side effects. Even researched those medical alert necklaces, the symbol of surrender I refused to wear. My search for answers became desperate after watching my neighbor Margaret fall. Her hip never properly healed, and her world contracted to the size of her living room. I swore I wouldn't share her fate. The answer appeared where I least expected. While flipping through a medical journal in my doctor's waiting room, a headline caught my eye. Dietary nitrates significantly improve muscle function in elderly subjects. The primary source? Spinach. Popeye was right all along. The Loughborough University study tracked seniors who consumed 100 grams of spinach daily. Within 12 weeks, their leg strength increased by 15 to 20%. More impressive? Their endurance during physical activity improved by nearly 25%. The nitrates in spinach convert to nitric oxide in your bloodstream, explains Professor Sarah Hallowell. This expands your blood vessels, delivering more oxygen to your muscles. It's like upgrading your body's fuel system. What fascinated me most was the comparison to medical interventions. Standard muscle-building medications increased strength by only 5 to 10%, while introducing side effects like palpitations and dizziness. Spinach doubled those results with only positive side effects. I stood in my kitchen that evening, staring at a bundle of spinach. Skepticism battled hope. Could something this simple really work? I committed to 100 green daily for 1 month, about 2 handfuls. Little did I know this humble vegetable would change everything. The first week passed without noticeable change. Discouragement crept in as I dutifully prepared my daily spinach. Then came small victories in week 2, climbing my porch steps without pausing to rest. My breathing seemed easier, my legs less shaky. By week 3, I walked to the corner store without my usual anxiety. The cashier noticed something different. "You're not out of breath today," she remarked. I hadn't even realized that change myself. Week 4 brought the breakthrough, playing tag with my youngest grandchild for the first time in years. His delighted squeals as I chased him around the yard brought tears to my eyes. This wasn't just about mobility, it was about reclaiming joy. I began tracking my progress with simple measures. The flamingo test, standing on one leg with eyes closed, showed dramatic improvement. Initially, I managed just 6 seconds before wobbling. After 8 weeks, 29 seconds, my daily step count climbed from below 200 to over 5,000. But the question you're probably asking, how do you make spinach delicious enough to eat daily? Let me solve that mystery with 3 game-changing preparations that transformed me from spinach skeptic to true believer. For breakfast, the invisible green smoothie. 1 cup of spinach completely disappears when blended with a banana, apple, and almond milk. The fruit sweetness masks any hint of vegetable flavor. I prepare frozen smoothie packs on Sunday for the entire week. Just dump in the blender and go. For lunch, the Mediterranean magic salad. 2 cups of spinach transformed by massaging them for 30 seconds with lemon and olive oil. This breaks down the cellular structure, creating a tender texture that doesn't feel like eating leaves. Top with boiled egg, avocado quarter, and walnuts. For dinner, 2-minute garlic sauté. Flash cook spinach with olive oil and garlic, preserving the nitrates while creating a flavor my entire family requests. My grandchildren watch in amazement as a massive pile reduces to a small serving. Their fascination gets them eating it too. As my mobility improved, something unexpected happened. My social life blossomed. I rejoined my community garden group, started attending my grandchildren's school events, even began hosting dinner parties again, something I'd abandoned years ago when standing in the kitchen became too painful. This transformation wasn't unique to me. Robert, my 81-year-old neighbor who suffered a stroke, initially scoffed at my spinach solution. 3 months later, he walked into my kitchen using only a cane instead of his walker. I don't know if it's psychological or what, he admitted, but I'm walking to get my own damn spinach now. His physical therapist was amazed by his progress, especially after seeing his muscle density had measurably increased on medical scans. Maria, who struggled with arthritis, discovered an unexpected benefit. Yes, my legs are stronger, but surprisingly, my joint pain has decreased too. The scientific explanation? The same nitric oxide that helps muscles also reduces inflammation throughout the body. A clear pattern emerged among everyone who tried the spinach protocol. The physical improvements sparked psychological transformation. As mobility returned, so did confidence, independence, and social engagement. Depression symptoms decreased as activity levels increased. These stories highlight something important. The science explains the physical changes, but numbers can't capture the joy of playing with grandchildren, the dignity of self-sufficiency, or the freedom of fearless movement. You might be wondering about practical details. Let me address the most common questions I receive. Can frozen spinach work? Absolutely. Flash frozen spinach retains approximately 90% of its nitrate content. Canned spinach, however, loses most beneficial compounds during processing. What about medication interactions? This is critical. Spinach contains vitamin K, which may interact with blood thinners. Always consult your doctor if you're on medication. For most people, spinach complements medications beautifully. How long until results appear? Most people experience subtle improvements within 2 weeks and significant changes after 4-6 weeks. Consistency matters more than quantity. Better to consume modest amounts daily than large amounts occasionally. Now, let's turn this information into action with 3 simple steps. First, commit to 100 grains of spinach daily, about 2 handfuls, for at least 4 weeks. Use any of the 3 preparation methods shared earlier. The key is consistency. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Second, track your progress objectively. Try the flamingo test weekly, standing on one leg with eyes closed. Use a pedometer to count daily steps. Notice how your body feels climbing stairs or walking distances. Third, combine spinach consumption with gentle movement. Even walking in place during TV commercials amplifies the benefits. The nitrates make movement more efficient, but some movement maximizes results. Try your first spinach recipe tonight and comment below with which preparation you chose. I personally respond to every comment and love hearing about your journey. If you found this information valuable, please share it with loved ones who struggle with mobility. Hit subscribe and the notification bell for next week's video on the 3-minute morning routine that pairs perfectly with this spinach protocol. Remember, your independence isn't determined by age, it's determined by action. Your stronger legs and confident stride begin with one simple vegetable on today's grocery list. Let's reclaim our mobility together.